Oh, wow. I set the after party for 7:30. It's now 8:30.
Yeah, we're already live. So
cool. Beautiful.
I don't think it matters if you change.
Friggin' faggot. Faggot, man.
Fuckity.
Fuckity. Fuck. Alright. We are live to the after party. Everything's great. And I guess we could just dive right in, shall we? Yeah.
Good idea.
Let's do that. Okay, so for starters, we have some donations. We do have a handful of donations on both sides. So we're going to read off those, and then we'll kick it to Johnson's, maybe followed by a Twitch raid at the very end. But in the meantime, Paul, feel free to game. Feel free to game as I go about reading off the questions here. Starting with Michael Seacrest. Michael S. We'll just go with Michael S. Oh, you're playing WoW. Wow. You nerd. So Michael S. donated $10. Thank you very much, Michael. And he said, I don't hear the hiss. Okay, well, thank you. I'm glad someone didn't. But 20 years of helicopters, artillery, and small arms fire might have something to do with that.
Dang.
Possibly. Thanks, guys. Love drinking beer and watching you guys. That is cool. I feel like we have a lot of like troops watching our show and stuff, which is really cool. Anything to like,
I appreciate
anything to like entertain you guys or pass the time or take your mind off of, you know, blowing people up and shit, is like the least we could fucking do for our country. Is helping the dudes who are actually doing shit for their country, make their lives a little bit easier. So we appreciate your service. Thank you for your service, Michael. For 20 fucking years, that's insane.
Thanks, Michael.
And I'm really humbled by the fact that you enjoy our show so much. So cheers to you, my friend. MB67 for $13.37, no less. As usual, Paul, thanks for sharing your video regarding Yosemite. It makes me miss going on mountain hikes. Cheers.
Oh.
Did you do a vlog of Yosemite?
Welcome. Yes.
Nice.
I recorded some
footage
on our... right here. It's my favorite place in the whole world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a pretty
I'm glad
place.
you enjoyed that. It was a bit of vacation vlog footage, but we had a good time. And it made me wish I had brought my nicer camera to get better footage of certain things there.
Which one did you bring?
Just the RX 100.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's just so convenient.
It's so good and convenient for a quick quick vlogging camera.
Right. But I too have been thinking about getting a better vlog camera.
Yeah.
You know, just especially in like low light, it kind of blows. But thank you very much, Mike. We appreciate it as usual. Pup Shepherd, $5. Why do you think we don't have 16x PCIe lanes for each slot on the motherboard? I wonder why high PCI counts are reserved for server CPUs. Is it money? Well, I honestly think it doesn't really matter all that much. I mean, we've seen numerous tests, time and again, that if you have a 16x and an 8x slot that's being populated simultaneously, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, at least when you're gaming. It's hardly anything. It's so marginal that that's why people haven't really made a fuss about it. I feel like if the end user did complain about it enough, then it might be something that they implemented.
My stringy wolf meat auctions were successful.
That's good. I'm glad the stringy wolf meat auctions were a hit with the crowd. And also, SLI and Crossfire, just multi-GPU configurations in general, are dying. It hasn't really gotten... Neither of those have really received a ton of support in the video game sector in a while now. There are still certain games that can leverage that, but for the most part, single GPUs are adequate enough to run 1440p at 100 frames per second, or even 4K at reasonably high frame rates. It's really only reserved, those multi-GPU setups are really only reserved for that top, I feel like 1% of the gaming community that can actually leverage that and afford that. So I feel like if there was more demand for it in a mainstream sense, you might have more motherboards that had 16x lanes on every single slot, but I just don't see the actual need for it at the moment. But nonetheless, thank you very much, Pup Shepherd, for your donation. Blackbird with the $10. Is it worth jumping into liquid cooling on my 8700K now for fun, or wait for a whole new system when it's time to update in maybe a year or two? I would wait. 8700K is no slouch, but there are going to be. It seems like you're an enthusiast. It seems like you like new hardware, and you're going to be itching for some new shit in a while. So when you get that new shit, also have some cash reserved for a full custom loop, because a custom loop makes it really. It's very particular. A custom loop is fairly. It's very committal. You have to be very committed to the system as a whole. And so if you're expecting or thinking that you're going to upgrade your system, any major part of your system in a year or two, shortly down the line, then I wouldn't invest, the additional $1,000 plus on a custom water cooling loop on said system. I would wait until you have all the parts that you really want and just go for like the dream build in one run. I think you'll actually save money a bit in that sense, as opposed to if you built the whole loop now, and your 8700K is just like, I want more than 6 cores in 2020 or 2021. Then you have to buy a new, potentially a new water block as well. We're seeing a new socket change with the upcoming Z490 boards, as we just discussed. So I think you should hold out until you actually have all the hardware you really want. It's a bit more updated and current. VC Jester, $5. UFD Tech just announced they have to move back to the US to find treatment for their son. That's literally all they said. UFD Tech just announced they have to move back to the US to find treatment for their son.
That's potentially very sad. I know he has a son.
How old?
I don't follow him very closely, so I'm aware he has a son. I haven't heard any recent stuff about him, so that sucks. I'm not sure why they would have treatment in the U.S. that's not available in Australia.
Is he in Australia?
Wait, is he? No, he's in
Canada.
He's in
South
Southern
Africa?
Africa. Yeah, he's in Southern Africa, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, that might explain why they have limited
I guess
resources.
that would make
more sense than in Australia.
slightly more sense, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't really have a comment on that. I wish them the best in finding treatment for their son, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. But thank you very much, nonetheless, for the donation. Next up, we have Yara Zabi, $4.99. Bottoms up. Hey, bottoms freaking up for you, Sabine. Thanks, Yara. Wasn't Yara Theon's sister?
Yeah.
Yara! He's got a fucking donation from Yara. Awesome.
There's Yara, and there's there's her name in the books, and there's her names in the her name in the show.
Yeah, I don't care about the books because I don't read.
Okay.
I don't know how to read. Dion Starfire, $5. Buy wifey sauce some chips and salsa / guacamole. She's getting cranky without food. Yeah, she, I think the secret to wifey sauce is just to keep her fed. Keep her well fed, and everything else will pan out as it should. Which I am neglecting very hard right now. So I should probably get through the rest of these donations and make sure that she has food in her mouth.
True.
EdB67, $13.37. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Kyle, nice video on New York. Sorry to hear about wifey sauce's phone. However, cheers.
Did she get a replacement phone
Thanks.
yet?
She did. We actually got her a replacement phone in New York that same weekend.
Oh, that's good.
She got a Pixel 3a.
Oh.
So more on the slightly economical side, but still a very nice phone.
It has a really good camera still.
It has a really good camera still. It's probably one of the best cameras for the price of a smartphone these days, and it's still got that vanilla Android experience that she likes, and it's good camera. I was gonna say something else about it, but she got the XL, I believe.
Okay.
She liked the larger screen. That's what she's had previously, was the XLs. Yeah, it was just kind of a bummer that she lost that she lost the phone on our first Uber ride, or our first Lyft ride of the trip in New York. Day one, first Lyft ride, loses her phone, and the rest is just abysmally terrible. So if you guys want to check out that vlog, if you haven't seen it yet, it's the one that's called what's it called? Oh, it's like it's the one where me like smashing a computer. I think
It's not just called Our Trip to New York.
No, that would be boring, and the algorithm would smite me.
Who would watch that?
The algorithm would just take a dump on my chest and ridicule me for a literal title like that. I think it's the most recent video on our channel. So if you want to see how Wifey Sauce lost her phone and all the other antics that we did in New York, including smashing a computer to literal pieces, it is the most recent video.
I didn't get that far. Why were you smashing a computer to bits?
I'm not going to tell you, Paul. You just have to watch the video.
I'll watch the video.
You just got to be a fucking bro. MB67, once again, why? $13.37. Mike, save your money. Save your money, put it towards a charity or something. Stop giving it to us. You're too charitable to us. I'm wondering if the higher cost motherboards, etc., are a result of the U.S. tariff situation. No, I think that's just Asus.
Wait, what?
I'm wondering if the higher cost motherboards are a result of the U.S. tariff situation.
From my understanding, a lot of the motherboard manufacturers, like the major ones, Asus, Gigabyte, MSI...
They're exempt, right?
Not exempt, but they have... there's China, mainland China, and there is Taiwan.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you are outside of China, then you can be like, well, there's Taiwan and then there's China. If you're inside China, you better be like, no, it's just China. It's all China. It's all the same thing. But anyway.
Yeah.
Exporting from Taiwan, not subject to the tariffs. Exporting from China, mainland, subject to tariffs.
Yes.
So a lot of companies have been skirting the tariffs by routing stuff through Taiwan, I think. Or that's what I've heard.
Right.
Don't quote me on that, but that's why certain components like power supplies, which are much more often wholly produced and manufactured in mainland China, have gone up in price, whereas there's other parts that have not seemingly been affected as much.
Right. Well said, Paul. Well said. And then finally we have Mex PC Gamer for $10. Hey guys, see you at CES 2020. Please shout out to the Mexican PC gamers. Shout out to the Mexican PC gamers of the world in Mexico. You all are badass Mexican PC gamers.
Yes, yo quiero
Taco Bell.
Mexican gamers.
Yeah. How can I speak to them without sounding offensive?
I don't know.
I just won't even try.
Hamburguesa.
Thank you, hamburguesa. Taqueria. Thank you very much, everyone who donated. We do have some Johnson shout-outs that I will gladly call out at the moment.
Oh yeah, I've got some of those. La, la. That was a fun noise that you made.
I'm full of noises. Full of sounds.
Oh, I got several.
I'm like a soundboard.
Turn the wrong direction. I like doing the reverse angle fishing because you get a better shot at the lure when it bobs, so you can click it.
Lure.
But if you click and move it all, then it turns, because you got to right click.
Right.
If you move it all, then it turns your character around.
Well, that sounds like a bitch.
And then you got to turn back around to cast in the right direction.
Like a very
oh my gosh,
skill to
I have quite a few Johnsons.
Good.
I have a substantial amount of Johnsons.
Wow. Yeah.
First Johnson for today goes to... 1, 2, 3. All right, so I have five Johnsons.
Cool.
5.
Wow, that's impressive. Your wife is a lucky lady.
She is. Fortunately, she has 5 vaginas. How would that even look?
Like, do they all go in at the same time? Like, do they all take turns? Is it like a 5-cylinder engine?
I just close my eyes.
Is it like 5 pistons and an engine where they're all pumping at different rates? Does it make a sound?
If you want to maintain peak efficiency, then yes, you have to modulate the rate.
Right.
Certain
sperm injection rates and
certain of them work at a higher, can operate at higher frequency than others. Okay. We're live. We're back live.
On that note,
sorry for the cut again, there, guys.
I'll be doing some hardcore maintenance and troubleshooting on my my streaming system that I just built. Indeed. But we do have some Johnsons.
Getting back to the Johnson shoutouts.
Yeah. Before we crash a 4th fucking time on this stream, I'm just going to run down each person that was cool enough to buy something from my store, thank you so much. Kenneth Y, Kane G,
Double Johnson Kane G,
Stephen M, Corey S,
Double Johnson Corey S,
Amanda T, Dimitri C, Matthew T,
Matthew T. Double Johnson,
Double Johnson, Jeremy L, Lewis B, or Louis B, not sure, Eden B, Justin C, Richard C, Roberto C, Johnson to the highest degree to all of you. Johnson in all y'all faces. Y'all just got Johnson creamed. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I had 5 Johnson shoutouts, so to top off the Double Johnsons combined with Kyle, Ladaryl T from Orchard Park, New York. Johnson for you, got the 0 insertion force. Heather, black tri-blend shirt. Kane G, which was a Double Johnson.
That's a double J!
From Catoosa, Oklahoma.
DJ?
Got the thumbscrew metallic silver shirt, which is on special, of course. Corey S from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Got several items. The solid black tri-blend thumbscrew shirt, the gaming desk mat, the English pub glass 2-glass set. A big old Johnson for you, sir. Matthew T, which is also a Double Johnson, got the thumbscrew gray logo black polo from me. So big old thank you to you, big old Johnson. And Brad C, finally from Eugene, Oregon, got the RGB Everything Awesome Hardware Dark Heather T-shirt.
Nice.
Which gets Johnsons from both of us.
Y'all on the shit.
Sweet.
Thank you very much, guys. This has been a very fun stream. We are so glad that you guys joined us. And we have one more request.
We're rating Kane?
We have one more request of you. We have a Twitch raid.
We're rating Kane?
And usually we just expect all of you to raid, but this time I really, really want you to raid.
Very important.
The shit out of this person, because this person is a dear friend of ours, who we've known for quite some time now. His name is Kane. Previously, he used to work for with Tech Syndicate, and he's just an all-around awesome dude. He does a lot for the PC community, incredibly gifted and talented and knowledgeable with what he does, and he's currently hacking in a hotel.
He's hacking stuff.
He's currently hacking shit in a hotel. So if you want to raid, twitch.tv/DeusKane, like Deus Ex, D-E-U-S, but then Kane, Q-A-I-N.
D-E-U-S-Q-A-I-N. That's his channel.
Go raid the shit out of Deus Kane and tell him we sent you.
Look at all the stuff he's hacking right now.
Yeah.
He's hacking all kinds of stuff.
He's like the ultimate hacker.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad that he's on our side and that he's like friends with us.
Me too.
Because if we ever got hacked, he could just like hack that fucker back.
I wouldn't want Kane to hack me.
I wouldn't want him to hack us either.
Holy shit.
Go hack Kane.
All right.
Thank you guys.
He's just getting the raid. Everyone.
Fucking raid the shit out of Deus Kane.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Go raid him.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. So long.